Good morning and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show here on the 21st of January 2026. It's already the 21st. The time is flying up. Yesterday was Christmas. Oh my God, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. Take a sip of tea. I'm Vic and we're going to have a lot of fun this morning because we've got a few topics to get into. There was a lot of Champions League football last night. And then we'll talk about North American sports, Euroleague basketball, some interesting games there. Tennis, sumo. The sumo's going crazy at the moment. And some darts. So we'll get into all of that. I see 96 people have voted this morning. Thanks a lot. Who is the best head coach in the Premier League at the moment? Unai Emery is leading there with 38% ahead of Mikel Arteta. Pep Guardiola and 8% say other. I saw somebody say Michael Carrick. It's way too early. Don't get too excited too early, man. No, not good for you. Not good for you to get so excited so early in the morning. Unless you're seeing me. There you go. Guys, don't forget the email is at the bottom if you want to contact us or let us know anything. Please do. Paul Terry, up the Gunners. There you go. Guys, don't forget to hit that vote button. I want to try to get to 100 votes this morning. We had 96. Come on. We had 96 votes. Hit the vote button. Let's get to 100, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button as well. Here we go. So let's start off with some football this morning. And there was up to 98 already. That's good. 97. I was about to say somebody went out there. There you go. Look, Arsenal beat Inter Milan yesterday 3-1. 2 goals from Jesus and 1 from Gokares. Arne Slot. Yeah, I could have put Arne Slot in there. Okay, there you go. Olympiacos beat Bayer Leverkusen in a little bit of a rut at the moment. They lost 2-0. Real Madrid thrashed AS Monaco 6-1. Mbappe with 2 there. Vinicius Jr. had a goal. Bellingham. I said, not a good day for Monaco. Then... why have I got that twice? Now, that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Let me try to get that quickly. It's browse. Actually, that shouldn't be like that. So that is that. That is... it's because I didn't have that one. There you go. There you go. Then Kalmati lost to Brugge 4-1. Bodo Glimt beating Manchester City. That kind of takes the shine off our win on the weekend. You know? Kind of takes the shine off our win on the weekend, because if Bodo Glimt can beat Manchester City, then it wasn't a big thing that we beat them on the weekend, you know. Rodri with a red card there as well. Naples only drew to FC Copenhagen there. Scott McTominay, Scooby-Doo scoring for Naples. And then big surprise, Sporting Lisbon beating Paris Saint-Germain 2-1. 2 goals from Suarez. And Paris Saint-Germain, the only goal for Paris Saint-Germain was scored by Karas Chaskalia, also known as Mustard on this channel. Tottenham bounced back, beating Dortmund 2-0. Romero and Dominic Solanke with the goals there. Svensson got sent off for Dortmund. Then Ajax Amsterdam beating Villarreal. That is the cup of the 2 shittiest teams in the Champions League this year, but Ajax got a win. Good for them. Then what's coming up tonight? Karabakh take on Frankfurt. Galatasaray host Atletico Madrid. That should be interesting there in the Ali Sami Yen Stadium. Atalanta Bergamo take on Athletic Club Bilbao. Both could use the points. Then what else? Bayern München against Union San Galoas. Chelsea will take on Pafos. Juventus will take on Benfica and Jose Mourinho. Then Marseille, Liverpool. Ooh, talking about Arne Slot there. Can he do anything? Newcastle will take on Eindhoven, and Slavia Prague will face off against FC Barcelona. This is the table at the moment in the Champions League. Everybody gets to play 8 games. So, you know, some of them got 2 games left. Some of them got 1 game left. Arsenal, perfect on top of the table. 7 games, 7 wins, plus 18 goals. They've won it already. They cannot be overtaken anymore. So Arsenal will stay on top of that division, followed by Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Surprising that Tottenham is so high up there. Paris Saint-Germain, Sporting, Manchester City. Look, you're trying to get into the top 8 to avoid playing an extra round, but we'll see what happens there. We will see what happens there. Then the second half of that table, Leverkusen. Look, only 8 teams fall out. So, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. So at the moment, the cutoff line is at Parfors. So Parfors, St. Galois, Amsterdam, Athletic Club Bilbao, Frankfurt, Slavia Prague, Villarreal, and Kalamati all would be out of the Champions League. Crazy. Then we move into the NBA and the results from last night. There you go. Perfecto mundo. The Suns beat the 76ers 116-110. Grayson Allen there was 16 points and 6 assists for the Suns. That was good. The Clippers winning streak comes to an end after losing to the Bulls 138-110. The Rockets knocked off the Spurs 111-106. Vern's favorite player there, Alperen Sengun, 20 points, 13 rebounds and 9 assists for the Turkish sensation. Timberwolves losing to the Jazz 122-127. Obviously the music was played by the Jazz. Anthony Edwards did have 38 points for the Timberwolves, but Mr. George had 43 for the Jazz. Well done to him. Then the Lakers knocked off the Nuggets 115-107. Luka Doncic with a triple-double there. He had 38 points, 13 rebounds and 10 assists. And for a losing Nuggets team, Jamal Murray had 28 points and 11 assists. They are still missing Nikola Jokic. The Warriors lost to the Raptors 145-127. Now the Warriors are a little bit decimated at the moment without Jimmy Buckets. And my Miami Heat, they won again. They won 130-117 to the Kings. Bam Adebayo, top scorer there for the Heat, 25 points. He also had 7 rebounds. And for a losing Kings team, Russell Westbrook with 22 points and 7 assists. There you go. That is your basketball in the NBA. We've got a lot of basketball on this channel today. Then in the NHL, look, some good results there. The Wild lost to the Canadiens 3-4. The Sharks lost to the Lightning. Lightning is the hottest team in the NHL at the moment. They won 4-1. The Senators beat the Blue Jackets 4-1. The Bruins lost to the Stars 2-6. The Buffalo Sabres beat the Nashville Predators 5-3. The St. Louis Blues, they lost to the Winnipeg Jets 3-1. The New Jersey Devils beat the Edmonton Oilers 2-1. And the LA Kings beat the New York Rangers 4-2. Good result there for those teams. So let me take that away. Then, my friend, some NCAA men's basketball, a lot of results there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to pick up the ones that I think. The Florida Gators beating the LSU Tigers 79-61. That is a cool one. NC State beating Clemson 80-76. Miami beating Kent State 107-101. UCLA knocking off Purdue. Now that's a big one because Purdue were ranked 4th. UCLA wasn't ranked at the moment. They won that one 69-67. Some more games out there. Kansas, the Jayhawks, that's a halftime score against the Colorado Buffaloes. That's the Buffaloes from Colorado. I know that because their football coach is Deion Sanders. That's why I know that one. That's 40-38 at halftime. Michigan State Spartans knocked off the Oregon Ducks 68-52. Texas Tech Raiders beat Baylor 92-73. The Razorbacks from Arkansas beat Vanderbilt 93-68. The Georgia Bulldogs knocked off the Missouri Wildcats 74-72. And the Indiana Hoosiers lost to the Michigan Wolverines 86-72. Yeah, Indiana used to be a basketball powerhouse. Not so much anymore. Now they are a football powerhouse. Yeah, things change. Before we get into the ladies' NCAA scores, don't forget this evening at 11:30, live across the pond, everything North American. We'll be delving into that college football final again. We'll be looking, having a preview on the NFL playoffs on the weekend. We're into the semifinals. We'll look at all the stats and who could be MVP in the NBA and the NHL. We'll get to college hoops. We'll look at the standings there. So join me for that at 11:30 tonight. That is after Vern's live sumo update. Then here we go. NCAA women. Let's have a look. It's the interesting ones. Seton Hall knocking off Providence 73-57. Rice beating Tulsa 78-66. Kansas, the Jayhawks beating Arizona 80-69. Some more results. So you just check them out for yourselves. What else we got there? Temple beating South Florida 86-83 at the bottom. Wichita beating Memphis 66-59. Eastern Michigan knocking off Toledo 76-71. And Charlotte knocking off Florida Atlantic 77-56. I might as well do the last one. UT Martin beating Southeast Mississippi 67-56. So that is your NCAA. That is that. Then we move into Konnichiwa. We go to the land of the rising sun, and we get into some sumo. That sumo is crazy because nothing is going by plan. I mean, you would think the Yokozunas and the Osekis would be the main oaks. That's not the case at the moment. It's definitely not the case because let's have a look at that. Yoshino Fuji, Vern's favorite wrestler, I think. He lost to Takayasu, so Takayasu moves to 7-3. Kota Sakura beat Kirishima. Kota Sakura is up and down all the time. So he's 7-3, but Kirishima's 8-2, so still leading the pack. Takanosho lost to Oneshiki. He's 8-2, another leader. Horosho, he beat Oho, so he's at 7-3. Atama Fuji beat Onosato. Onosato with 4 losses in this tournament already. When last did Onosato lose 4 matches in a sumo? Vern will tell you this evening. Don't worry. Vern will tell you this evening. Let me plug that right before I get to the other game. Live, day 11 update with Vern this evening. That comes out at 11 o'clock Central European tonight. So do join Vern and his nappy brigade. I love saying that. Then, what is coming up today? Injury. Well, you see there you got to watch Vern's show tonight. He will give you more in-depth analysis here on the sumo. Oho will take on Yoshino Fuji. Hakano Fuji will take on Oneshiki. That could be an interesting bout. Kota Sakura will take on Takanoshu. I can guarantee you Kota Sakura loses this one. On paper, whenever on paper Kota Sakura should be winning, he loses. Tell me I'm wrong. Kirishima will take on Onosato. That should be a big bout. And Horoshu and Takayasu will face off. So we could have a lot of 8-3s today. Does anybody get to 9-2? Well, we'll see. Then there was a EuroLeague basketball last night. What a night of basketball. 9 games there yesterday. Only one tonight. Bologna, that's going to be with Vern tonight. Bologna, Fenerbahce. So let's check this out. Olympiacos beat Maccabi Tel Aviv 100-93. Hapoel against Anadolu. That was Vern's game, 71-66. That seems to be a close and exciting game. Zverina Zvezda beat Monaco 100-96. Veleban got thrashed 96-77 by Zalgiris Kaunas. Panathinaikos Athens beating Baskonia 93-74. FC Barcelona took care of Dubai Basket 91-88. Valencia beating helpless Paris 98-84. FC Bayern. Now that is a surprise. What happened to Partizan? Partizan going to Munich and winning 63-67. Not a lot of offensive there. And Real Madrid thrashed Milan up almost by 30, 106-77. Take another sip of tea this morning. Plenty. So let's have a look at the top of the EuroLeague table. It's still Hapoel on top there with a game in hand actually. Monaco, Valencia, Real Madrid, Barcelona. So I'm telling you, the Spanish teams are doing well. 3 Spaniards in the top 5. Fenerbahce, Olympiacos, the 2 Greeks there, Panathinaikos, Zalgiris, and Zverina Zvezda. There has been a little bit of a gap now between 10 and 11. The 11th place team is now 2 games behind, so it's starting to crystallize itself out that this could be our playoff picture for this year. Don't forget tonight, it is, there you go, Bologna Basket against Fenerbahce with our man there, Horton Tucker. I like him a lot. I like Fenerbahce. I'm rooting for Fenerbahce to win it this year. Then we move, what was that? Football, bubble, got to have some darts. The inaugural Saudi Arabia Darts Masters was yesterday. Got all the way to the final. I can tell you Luke Littler beat Michael van Gerwen. That's the bottom result, 8-5 in the final. But I mean, semi-finals, Van Gerwen against Aspinall, Luke Littler against Gervin Price. All the big boys were there. So Luke Littler beat Gian van Veen in the quarterfinals for a replay of the World Championships. Good darts. And then we move into our big block today, which is tennis. Yeah, it is there, down under in Australia. Good day, mates. The Aussies have the Australian Open going on, so let's have a look. We'll start off with the ladies. Those are the results. I'm not going to get into all the results. I mean, look, none of those players are ranked, but check out the results there for yourselves. There was some more. I'll talk about Belinda Bencic, obviously the number 10. She got through against the Brit Katie Boulder, 6-love, 7-5. Arina Sabalenka, Vern's heart has just gone up 3 octaves. She won 6-3, 6-1. Carla Tuzon, the number 14 seed from Denmark, is through. Victoria Mubuko, she's through as well. Naomi Osaka came through as well, the number 16th seed. The number 12 seed as well, Elina Svitolina, she won 7-5, 7-6 against Linda Klimovichkova. Tell you these names. There you go. Coco Gauff, that should be done now, but she was up there in the second set after winning the first set. Later on today, Alicia Park still play, Anna Lee plays. Yasmina Polina, she will be out there tonight as well. I like that young Italian girl, she plays really well. Then the men, what happened in the men? Well, Tommy Paul, he's through straight sets there. He beat an Argentine, Diego Agustina Tirante, 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. Stefano Tsitsipas, the world number 31, he has gone south in the last few years. He came through in 4 sets. Thomas Martin Echeverria, he came through as well. Gregor Dimitrov is out. Then, Ronnie, don't forget to hit the vote button. I want to get to 100 today. So if you hit the vote button, we'll get to 99. There you go. Alexander Zverev plays later. Daniel Medvedev came through as well. Andrei Rublev came through as well. What else we got? One more there. Those are Carlos Alcaraz is playing at the moment, but he won the first set against Yannick Hanfmann. Riley Opleka is through. Could be no. He's down 2 sets to love, so he's got to check out what's going out there. The American, lot of good tennis, but it really only heats up from Saturday. Let's be honest. When you get into the second week of a Grand Slam, that's where it becomes important and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's kind of the show this morning. I was going to try to wait to see if we get to 100 votes. Doesn't seem to be the case this morning. But 98, it's not quite 100, but it's good. It's good. Let's have a look at it again. Who is the best head coach in the Premier League? It seems to be you guys think it's Unai Emery of Aston Villa, followed by Mikel Arteta and Pep Guardiola. Some people have mentioned Arne Slot. Some people mentioned Michael Carrick. I think mentioning Michael Carrick is a little bit way too early. But that is the morning show for today. Good stuff. Don't forget today, later this evening, we're going to have that basketball Bologna against Fenerbahce with Vern. Then at 11 o'clock tonight, big Sumo update, day 11 update there from Vern. And Matty Dickinson hit the vote button. Liam Rosner is obviously the best. Wow. Does it surprise you? It needs a dick to come up with some stupidity early in the morning. Oh Lord, let me have a sip of my tea. I'm going to have a sip of the tea. I'm going to hang around until we get 100 votes. Somebody hit the vote button. Now, Matty, you can come up with shit in the morning early, man. Do you actually go to bed in the evening and dream about the shit you can talk to me in the morning just to get my blood going? Now, I think 99 is good. We'll stop there. Guys, have a great morning. Be safe, be happy. See you guys later. Like I said, basketball this evening, sumo this evening, across the pond this evening. Lots of good shows to watch with a lot of cool information. Check it out. We're at 132,506. We're moving in the right direction. Guys, auf Wiedersehen, baby.